Hello once again, my Vicmanites. Yeah, for today we're going to be talking on Face the Winx Saga season 2. Like, this season was just mad. In this season they were trying to make it like demonic, not demonic, like kind of scary, but then it made sense at the same time. So today we're going to be talking on the top 10 best scenes. Some of these scenes are action scenes, some of these scenes are like emotional scenes that it might just make you cry yourself. So yeah, don't forget to comment, subscribe, share to your friends. Thanks to my new subscribers that are just coming. Don't forget to subscribe, and my returning subscribers, you are welcome. So yeah, let's kick off with this. If you think the 10th one should have been the 5th one, or the 5th one should have been the 2nd one, you can also drop that comment in the comment section. So yeah, let's start off. Okay, now on our 10th position we have Silver talks to Sky. Well, actually, Sky's father is actually Andreas, but then Andreas is like a bad guy, did some crazy shits in season 1, but then left her to leave his son because of Rosalind. It's a very complicated story in season 1, but for this season 2, Silver is basically his father figure, right? So Silver is trying to encourage him, to try and like get him out of this mess he's in, because in this season 2 the guy actually killed Andreas in one emotional battle like this. So basically right now Silver is actually trying to aspire, you killed somebody but you move on, you're a specialist, you move on. That's what we do, and that's what we're supposed to do. You don't just stay on it and start drinking like one drunkard. So that would just put us on this 10th position. It's just how Silver is trying to be a father figure, and how Sky like is just growing up and trying to find himself in this world, basically.
So you're gonna lecture me?
No.
Yes. For our 9th spot, we have Dean versus Sky. First blood. By first blood, meaning that the person to like draw blood first as per causes the person has to bleed first for the fight to end. I mean, like, this fight was mad. It was like that Raven guy, Sky's best friend, was literally like interpreting the whole fight. It was just
Sky will don't give him space, let him think he's winning, and he'll find his off.
But at the end, Dean won. Not because Dean is a better fighter, or that Dean guy is just, Sky is normally a better fighter than him, but then Sky is not the kind of violent person that will just cut someone for no reason. But Dean, that guy wants to prove something, he has something to prove, so yeah, by force I must win this fight. So that was, the fight started, went on, but then Dean won at the end, as I said before. But the fight was mad, What makes this scene on our 9th position is the fact of how intense the fight was and how funny that Raven guy was just interpreting everything.
Blood. Dane, on the other hand.
Okay, for our 8th position, I called this one Devin back from the dead. Well, Devin is actually a mind fairy, which appeared at the beginning, like the first episode of season 2, when like the entry part, right? So the reason why I said he's back from the dead, the guy was actually like dead in the beginning because a scripper took his magic. Scrippers now are like the theme for this season 2. They take fairies, their powers, they take their magic away. Now as this scripper has drained Devin like one juice box, the guy is basically dead until Terra's cousin Flora uses one amalgam, which is like one adrenaline substance to get. So with this now, the guy wakes up, and then it's like he tries to make like one horror scene like this. The guy basically tries to kill Rosalind, like, give my magic back. But at the end, he's alive, back from the dead. That's what takes our 8th spot. Now for our 7th spot, I decided to name it Horror House. even though they're in school, because like this season 2 they wanted to add some horror effects and everything. So now what makes this 7th position mad is that in this 7th position now, Beatrix uses or helps Sebastian break into the school. Sebastian now comes with all these creepers. Sebastian is the Blood Witch, by the way. So he comes with all these creepers, and then they are in the school, but then the students know they are in the school. So now they're just like, and it was now night. Why was it in the night? No, why was it in the night? They wanted to make the horror stuff. So that was how those creepers now came. Some people were sleeping, some people were tapping phone. They just came, started, there was so much shouting. They were taking magic. I think it was in that episode 7 exactly. We're just taking magic. Well, that's what takes up our 7th spot. Horror house. Not technically in a house, in a school, but it's horror. This boy can testify. Well, on our 6th spot, we see Bloom and some part of the Winx Club helping Silver to escape, because in the season 1 the guy got in trouble for some stuff. So right now he's off to be banished from the kingdom, but they love Silver and they wouldn't want that to happen. So right now with a prison break, so yeah, in this 6th spot they break him out. Well, he gets some help from them to escape. So that's what makes this season story. That what makes this 6th spot so interesting. Yeah, that team is actually called the Winx Club. In one episode of season 2, we see Bloom texting on a WhatsApp group, and on the group, the name of the group is called Winx Club. Basically, Netflix are trying to relate it to the cartoon Winx Club. As a kid, I'm sure some of you watched it, or if you're a kid, you've obviously watched it. So it's called that team is called Winx Club, and they are helping Silver escape in this 6th spot. Yes, for our 5th spot, well, I started to name it Guy Shows Who's Boss. Basically, in this 5th list, right, in this 5th spot, he takes off his shirt and defeats a couple of specialists. Andreas Unknowns is supposed to be his father, but they don't act related because of so much separation they've gone through. So now in this 5th spot, he's taking down some specialists with no sword, no anything. He's trying to prove to Andreas that even though Silver is not around, even though Silver isn't his real dad, he can still live up to expectation. He can still be the boss. You get what I'm saying? He can still be the boss. So in this 5th spot, guy off shirt, guy forming boss, guy finished them, giving, and they were now looking at each other. Andreas was so angry that he literally just pushes Dane away, and Dane was trying to be like, oh sir, something happened. And the guy's like, get out. Now on this spot, we have Raven versus Musa. Originally, Raven is the specialist and Musa is a mind fairy. But in season 2, she actually got her powers taken. So she lost her powers for some time in the season 2 episode. She lost her powers. So now she's trying to like make a place for herself in Althea by being a specialist. Specialists don't have powers. They go fight wars with swords and everything. But fairies have powers. They don't really participate in battles actually. They just learn to improve on their magic. So now here, Raven is teaching her, showing her some tricks, showing her some moves. Musa is like, okay, show me some pointers, stuff like that. I actually felt a connection between Raven and Musa. Well, since Sam left, she has been spending some time with Raven. And then I have a feeling season 3 is going to be out soon or next year. So if there is season 3, hopefully, I'm very sure, like maybe I'm 80% sure Raven and Musa get together for sure. So yeah, in this 4th spot, Raven is basically just training her, simple training.
You're dead. Again.
third spot. Like in this part, Beatrix is originally the villain. She's a villain in season 1, she's the villain in season 2, but in season 2 is like she was getting nicer. She was actually being nice in some parts. She was just actually vulnerable in some episodes of the series. And in this third spot, Beatrix dies. I mean, when Andreas died, I wasn't didn't touch me like that, but when Beatrix died, like, I just felt something. For some people actually cry at this part. She saved the palace, she saved Althea and everyone in that place. But then Sebastian killed her. He was like, do you know what you've done? And he just boom, she just hit her head on the wall and blood everywhere. It touched me, and that is why it's on our third spot, considering how emotional it was. Her coming to save the day and dying on the spot was just horrible. Okay, for our second spot, we have Bloom kills Rosalind. Well, Rosalind is believed to be the most powerful mind fairy in all of Althea, but then we all know that Bloom is more powerful than her. So right now, Bloom interrogates Sebastian. Sebastian is like, hey, do you know that Rosalind is the one that killed Miss Darling? That's why you haven't been able to find her since. And then Bloom is like, what? She knows that Rosalind can do it. So she goes to ask Rosalind. And Rosalind is like, yes, I killed her. What the heck is that about it? We all know that Bloom has she has serious anger issues. So that was how she was just flaring up. And then boom, she just exploded. So we see a crisp, burnt up Rosalind on the ground, like dead on the ground. She did her own burnt fish. She was gone. That's how Bloom kills her, and then other stuff happened. So basically, Bloom is now like a prisoner. She's because she killed Rosalind. So well, that's it for our second spot. Let's move on.
I lost control.
And first, the top spot is the Sebastian takedown. Yes, Sebastian is the villain in season 2. He's a blood witch who wants to open a portal to the dark world and unleash a being called Shadow, which will basically bring his hometown back, where a lot of blood witches are supposed to live and all that. But then in this first spot, Winx Club, which consists of Terra, Aisha, Stella, Bloom, and the rest, they come together to battle, and they all transform in this. That transformation was just mad, like seriously, with the water, with the fire and everything. So in this top spot, they taken down together like as one, happy family. So yeah, that's basically it for our top spots. We take the top spot because of how they work together after everything to now finally take him down such a spectacular way. That's why it's on our top spot. But what do you think? You can put down your top spots on the comment section below. So that's it for our topic. Don't forget to comment, share and subscribe. If you are new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe. You are welcome. We love you there. Don't forget to keep coming back. I post videos. Basically, you see my notifications. I post movies and all. More of this to come. So I will see you and have a great day.